Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stoneface Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're here to watch some Jujutsu Kaisen. Last time our episode was Small Fry and Reverse Retribution, where Junpei Yoshino skips school to go to the movies and witnesses the classmates who bullied him getting their faces transfigured and dying. He chases after the culprit, Mahito, and asks to be taught how to control cursed energy. Mahito teaches Junpei his saddest beliefs about human existence, as he himself is a curse born from human hate. Yuji and ex-salaryman Jujutsu sorcerer Nanami Kento investigate and encounter two cursed spirits. During the fight, Yuji reveals his curse technique, using cursed energy to amplify the power of his punches and superhuman strength. Nanami deduces that the curses they're fighting are actually transfigured humans. Nanami sends Ijiki and Yuji to investigate Junpei while he goes to confront Mahito. So, that's the basics of what happened there. Theta, what are your thoughts?
I mean, it didn't really go over the other guy's power, did it?
You mean Junpei? I don't think they've shown him have a power yet.
Well, yeah, remember he cut the people in half? The,
Mahi- oh, you mean, to do salary man, Nanami Kento.
yeah.
His powers cut stuff in half, which is,
Well, he had a
one of my favorites, I
well, no,
think.
he had like a very specific way, because remember even the edge of his blade was dull? So,
Mhm, mhm.
there was stuff about it, not specifically just to cut stuff.
Yeah. There's at least one other piece of media where I've seen that power before, so they might be like referencing slash homaging it a little bit, where that one operates roughly the same way. It's the Shatterpoint thing, which also gets used in Star Wars. If you touch something in the right place, you could go ahead and shatter it to pieces.
I don't think that was it. I think he was doing something else, but I can't really remember. That's why I'm bringing it up, because I don't think the
He was
recap.
measuring stuff and finding like the point where he could do it somehow. The specifics of it elude me a little, but
Yeah, I guess now that you're saying that, I'm remembering that we had the whole dot 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 line measure thing. I was just hoping it was more complex than that, because again, this is supposed to be the show that the powers are supposed to be super complex, but we haven't really encountered that because
well, no one ever said the
everything so
powers
far
are.
has been very vague and hasn't been really defined so much. We've gotten
Yeah.
like the room thing, and then this guy literally does a boji on people, so
Well, I think it was like the power system is confusing. Like the individual powers so far, like they all make perfect sense. There's nothing too complicated about them. It's about like how they fit together and why they are able to operate. That is completely confusing.
once again, Griff, you're coming at this just explaining what the show has told us, so you're not really adding much to this. But what I'm saying is that coming into the show, the thing said about the show was that it was one of the most complicated power systems. So you can't argue what I heard before coming into the show with what the show has displayed to me, because that's not the argument. The argument's what I'm saying is I've heard hearsay, and you're like, well, that hearsay is wrong. Yes, but I've heard hearsay. It's not the debate's not that I have not heard hearsay. I'm just repeating what I've heard.
I think the point is that it's hard for us to make predictions onto like how everything is supposed to operate still. So
One, not predicting, just repeating. Two, on a scale of 1 to 10.
you know what? I'm gonna have to go with like a 4. I'm not super feeling it. I don't think the fights are gonna go anywhere.
This is how I
Anyway,
can tell that your scale of 1 to 10 thing is total bullshit. Is that this is like a graph that has nothing written on the side or the bottom that lets you know what anything means. All I
yeah.
said was a scale of 1 to 10. You just gave a number with no direction or meaning. So
I'm glad you grasped onto the vibe meter.
pointless. It was pointless when you brought it up in Mushoku Tensei. It was pointless the second time you brought it up in Mushoku Tensei.
Mhm.
Pointless this time too.
But the way at least that they've set things up is we're gonna get two fights here today. One of them is clearly gonna be the big bombastic fight, and the one with Yuji, uh, I suspect is gonna be maybe more of a chase and or maybe not even involve powers all that much. Like it might be more of just
I
a battle of philosophy thing.
This is probably going to be my final thoughts on the matter, and probably my
Uh-huh.
prediction for the episode. Or I guess hope. My hope for the prediction. My hope for the episode. I hope the salaryman dies. And that I hope we have a very simple battle with Yuji. Just so that we
Yeah.
can see powers in action and how they work. Because I don't foresee the evil of mankind, demon guy, spirit, whatever, dying to a salaryman. And
Oh
also,
yeah.
that character's pretty fun, and I just don't want to see him die. So I anticipate
Oh, Mahito's
Salaryman,
not gonna die here. That's for sure. 100%.
Salaryman's going down, and then Yuji is our main character, who
Hmm.
can only die so many times a season, I hope. So,
Oh gosh, I hope. No, he keeps making worse and worse deals throughout the whole season until he just given everything up.
or it's going to be a matter of we're going to hear the keyword, and
Hmm.
he's going to transform, and then, what's his name? What's the guy's name again?
Nanami Kento,
No, the guy who.
Mahito,
Nope, the guy with.
Junpei,
It's going to name everybody, aren't you? Nope. Go ahead. I'm going to stop describing who I'm trying to say. You just keep naming people.
Nobara,
Nope.
Megumi,
Nope.
Maizanin,
Nope.
Yoshinabu Gagakinjangi.
Nope.
Alright, who are you talking about?
The guy with the fingers.
The fingers?
Yes.
I think every character has fingers.
Okay, now you're just being pedantic.
Sorry, I didn't. It doesn't narrow it down. You have any
It
idea?
literally does. There's only one guy whose fingers are being hunted by everybody.
Oh, Sukuna.
Okay. Sukuna's gonna turn the guy to his side. And so he's gonna vanish, and then the guy's gonna come back, and he's not gonna be there anymore. So there's not gonna be any winner to the fight.
Oh gosh, yeah, no, they've set that up like 100%. It's like, hey, I'm gonna assemble an army of darkness. Not gonna hurt anyone, but go over there. Nobody knows you're doing it. See you later.
And I think in my own defense here, that when I say the fingers guy, the only reason our main character didn't get killed by these people was so that he could collect all the fingers for them. I think it's
Mhm.
pretty well known that the fingers guy is like the center part of our whole show.
It slipped my mind with everything that's been happening. Uh, but I guess with that, let's just go ahead and see some cool fights. You ready? But before we get started, let's go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. On top of all that, if you want more shows like this unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some early access stuff, you can check it out over on the Patreon. It's just $5 a month, but no pressure. It's all to support the channel, just a little bit extra.
Click the link down below, join our Discord, let us know who your favorite fingers guy in anime is.
Just a regular old day at school.
The sequel to Scary Movie.
7まであるよ。
Gosh, they just get worse every year, huh?
7まで来ると全くの別物だね。
No, it's just a combination of super movie and scary movie.
じゃあ何映画なの？
Superhero horror. When have I heard
プラ
that
ス
before?
家系ホラーかな。何それ？1の主人公の孫と2の犯人の孫と3で最初に死ぬやつの孫とかがひょんなことからシェアハウスに住むことになったんだけど。
So we're setting up actually a sitcom movie?
霊媒師を呼ぶんだけどって話。
うわ、つまんなそう。
死ぬほどつまんないよ。
誰が見んだよそれ。
でも面白いのがさ、5と6で出てきた。
あれなんでいんの
Yeah, I figured something was about to happen, bullies and whatnot.
Aren't they dead?
でも
No, it's
最
clearly a
近使われ
flashback.
てなかったからもういいのかなって思って。
I say clearly turns out not to be a flashback.
で、
いやだからその
いいからさっさと出ていけよゴキブリども
Alright, step 1 is you flip the table, and all 3 of you push the table at them. Just hit them with the table until they fly out the
そげ
room.
使ったらとんでもないからなお当たり
何やってるんだよ。何？
持って帰るから。
あ？
橋溶けて
Oh, different guys. These are different guys.
おいやめろって
He's getting bullied by completely separate groups of
これ持
people.
って帰るから
That just happened to have like some initial similar appearances.
I mean, it's either that or it's a flashback. I just don't think guy from previous flashbacks would be given the evil eye like this guy is.
ドア閉めろ。了解。
One way or the other, these guys aren't going to be using this room anymore.
Alright, maybe it is flashback.
I don't know though, because the kid who saw the kid before wasn't giving them the evil eye, even when he was getting shit on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was he? No, maybe he was. Maybe he was because he did stand up for himself just before getting beaten up down and said, "Oh, they're just siding with you because you're hot" or some shit like that. So he did have that look in him before. I just couldn't remember it.
Yeah.
So it was a flashback.
So the show is definitely going like, hey, you should sympathize with Jinbei here, like 100%, right? But what's gonna be funny is Yuji's way of solving problems is to beat them up. So we're gonna have a character who's angry because he keeps getting beaten up by bullies. Yuji is going to come around and beat him up, and then if he lives through it, he's gonna be like, Yuji's just a bully. He's like everyone else. He just beats me up.
Well, I mean, he's already on the bad guy's side. I didn't see him turning. Also,
right. This is
I think I'm probably wrong about Salaryman considering how much of the opening he's in. So he's shown up like 3 times now in the opening sequence.
I know Grandpa's showing up, but he's dead.
4 times now. He's at a picnic with everybody. Wait a second. Our evil boy here, he's not one of the characters in the opening, is he? Does he literally switch sides?
Oh gosh, that'll be hilarious. Let's find out.
I think I saw him, but I can't tell faces apart that easily.
好きの反対は無関心なんて初めに言った人はちゃんと地獄に落ちたでしょうか。悪意を持って人と関わることが関わらない。
The opposite of affection is hatred.
ありえない。好きの反対は嫌いです。
See?
日本人って好き
Me and this guy, we got it.
シンプルな答えを複雑にして別に浸るの。
Did you fall
そ
asleep?
れ
Griff?
考えたの日本人じゃないよ。
僕が言ってるのは語尾の方です。もともとどこかの外国の人が言ったのは愛の反対は無関心ですよね。愛ってのはいろんな定義があるから大義に
It
無
doesn't
関心
though.
が成り立つと思うんです。
Indifference has no opposite. The opposite of indifference is still
愛って普段
indifference.
使わないじゃないですか。だから
Like
そ
it's
れがこの
attention.
国で
The
は
opposite of
い
indifference
つ
is
の間にか
attention.
好きに変換されて
Yeah, this is definitely a level of linguistics I am not at. Or would hit better with like a Japanese speaker.
みんな言葉遊びが好きなのさ。
Well, like I said, me and the guy with superpowers said the same thing.
生きていけないか
And
ら
as we all know, might makes right. So we're right.
これは
一人の人
Big
間
purple
を
baby?
どこまで大きくできるか。
It's the Incredible Bulk.
Ah, you're right.
逆にそっち
They're
は
just vibing.
どこまで小さくできるのか試してみた。
これが
Poop.
人間。
Ghost poop.
順平は死体に慣れてるの？
どうでしょう。それが僕の母だったら取り乱し真人さんを憎んでいた。
I guess
Ah, he already
bad
doesn't give a
news
shit
for
about
you.
anyone.
でも僕は人間の醜悪さを知っています。だから他人に何も期待していないし、他人の死に何も思うところはありませんし、無関心こそ人間の行き着くべき美徳です。
Come on, man. You know where that hand's been.
そんな君が復
Touching a
讐
human corpse.
They're hanging out in a sewer. It doesn't get worse.
順平は人に心があると思う。
ないん
Let
で
me
すか？
tell you the backstory of a little game
Oh.
series called Kingdom Hearts.
魂はある。でもそれは心じゃない。
じゃあ僕のこの
俺はこの世界で唯一魂の構造を理解してる。それに触れることで生物の形を変えているからね。喜怒哀楽はすべて魂の代謝によるものだ。心と呼ぶにはあまりに機械的
If
だ
a soul has metabolism, what is it eating?
人は目に見えないものを特別に考え
Emotions
すぎ
and
る
stuff, apparently.
見える俺にとって魂は肉体と同じで
So why would you compare it to a
何も特
heart
別じゃない。
when you compare it to a stomach?
ただそこにあるだけだ。
Supposedly, if you don't have one, you won't live.
命に価値や重さなんてないんだよ。
If you have a stomach, you're not living very long.
命もただ巡るだけだ。それは俺も君も同じ。無意味で無価値。だからこそ何をしてもいい。どう生きようと自由なんだ。無関心という理想にとらわれてはいけないよ。生き様に一貫性なんて必要ない。お腹が減ったら食べるように。
The most positively motivating villain speech
俺
ever.
は順平のすべ
I've
て
already heard
Come on.
this from George Carlin's stage performances.
Come on, man. Don't be depressed. At least hate people. Come on.
No, George Carlin's rights speech. I believe you have the
Oh,
right,
yeah.
right to do what you want. I believe I have the right to kill you, but it's the same thing. If you disagree with me, you can just fucking kill me. Don't get much more free than that.
いました。あれ私服高校にはしばらく行っていないみたいですね。
For a second there, I thought those were the dead bullies. I was like, God, these guys will not let him go, will they?
元気でやってる？
Just, gosh, yeah, haunting him, driving around in the car.
Oh no, I just forgot they were dead for a moment. So I thought they were like bullying him in their off time too.
で、どうすんの？
それを使います。
それ呪霊？
妖刀4級にも満たない低級の呪いです。人気のないところに出たらこいつに彼を襲わせます。
え
1、呪いを死認できない一般人の場合。
I'm not so much of a fan of this.
救助してください。
This is like the witch method.
死認できるは
Look, if he drowns, he wasn't a witch.
同様に、虎杖君が救助、事件当日の聴取をします。3、呪術で妖刀を払った場合、即時拘束します。
Basically, seeing if he's a threat, because they have no idea.
Right,
He
but
could be a
again,
person.
it's the witch method though, is what they're going after. We're just gonna do something bad to him based on what happens.
I think they're also seem like they're saying like this is weak enough. It probably shouldn't do anything too terrible.
Thank God they've never been wrong before.
以前、伏黒君が言っていましたね。通常、呪霊と同等級の術師が任務に当たると、つまり2級術師は2級呪霊に勝つのが当たり前。2級術師は1級呪霊に近い実力というわけ
That
で
makes
す。
sense. A 4th level sorcerer is considered to be stronger than a 4th level spirit.
五条さんが適当だから。
Because you wouldn't assign a weaker person to handle a stronger thing.
ここからは車を降ります。
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you wouldn't try to, despite what cursed heart must die episode would say.
気が乗らないな。
出てくるならさっさとしてください。異形手遅れとはいえ、人を殺めるのは気分が悪い。
いやー、よかったよかった。
This, our guy here,
五条悟が来ても
the Salaryman, reminds me of that
あ
Yu-Gi-Oh
んまり
character.
弱いと実験にならないからさ。
Which one?
Obviously, the one that has
残業は
eyeglasses
嫌い
like
なので
him.
手早く
Giant head,
済ませましょ
Jugo
う。
or something like that.
I don't remember one like that.
I'm not really a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh, so I only remember him showing up in the VR World arc or something like that.
Look, we need a Bandit Keith character.
ぶっ殺そう
似ている。絵に描いたような軽薄、その奥にあるどす黒い強さ。
The most unbelievable part about this is that his suit is still off-white.
Oh yeah, he hasn't gotten dirty at all down here.
俺ちゃんと受けたよね、呪力で。そういう術式？
そういうとは、他人任せな抽象的な質問は嫌いです。
Alright, I like this guy.
おしゃべり
This is
が
how
嫌
all
い
my
なわけじゃないんだ。
conversations end up.
He's just like you, for real, for real.
ここまで会話が成り立つ呪霊。五条さんの報告にあった未登録の特級呪霊2体、無関係とする方が不自然か。
Is there a Vine guy there? Didn't talk at all.
魂と肉体、どっちが先？
He did, just weirdly.
ほら、あるでしょ。卵が先か鶏が先かみたいな話。肉体に魂が宿るのかな、それとも魂に体が肉付けされているのかな。
聞くしかないか。前者。
ブッブー。答えは後者。いつだって魂は肉体の先にある。肉体の形は魂の形に引っ張られる。自由じゃない。己の魂の形を強く保っているんだ。もう
Yep, something to consider for the
俺
future.
の術式は
Alright, well, we have an answer to the mind, body, soul dilemma, everybody. For sure.
天変。
Well, I mean, it explains him shaping the other bodies too.
結構難しいんだよ。
It like defines his whole power
一
set
般人
now.
は形変えちゃうとそのうち死んじゃうけど、呪術師はどうかな。
17時半。今日は10時から働いているので、何が何でも18時には上がります。
I hope he means that he's walking away at 6 o'clock no matter what. Not that
That would
he.
be absolutely hilarious. He just goes, alright, stop the fight, no overtime, see ya.
ダメじゃないか。学校
The
サボっ
fat
て。
guy I said before.
外村
Yeah, he's still getting beat up.
聞いたか。佐山西村本田亡くなったって。
Well, no, remember that was a
お
flashback.
前仲良かったよな。友達もいない
So
お前
he saw it
も
walking past and thought, this is what friends do.
それなのに葬式にも出ないで。まったく
I guess just outsider interpretation.
Well, I mean, he's kind of looks like the guy that would get bullied by other people himself. So maybe he's like,
学校卒業して学校
Oh, wait, no, he's the teacher from before.
that's what I said.
社会と呼べる
The
Sorry.
guy who was walking past
経験して
before.
ないですよね。
It just didn't hit me at all.
I said, he looks like a guy who would have gotten bullied a lot as a kid. And maybe he just like internalized all of this shit.
こいつもこいつも
Just passing it on to the next generation.
俺は順平のすべてを肯定するよ。
何をブツブツ言ってんだ。引きこもっておかしくなったか。なんて。
あ、こいつ見えてるな。
A perfect entrance, 10 out of 10.
引きますよ、虎杖君。玉、誰かいる。やべ。
よかった。
なんだ、体操選手か。
なあ、ちょっと聞きたいことあっからさ、それかして。ああ、
このボタン
待て、今俺が話してるだろ。失礼だな。
ああ、いや、かなり大事なようでして。
大事なよう。
What are you, the conversation police? Get out of here.
Parents.
What the hell are you doing? Somebody pulls your pants down, you don't grab their arms, you grab your pants.
Well, he's made a first impression.
そんじゃ行こうぜ。
早っもう一周して
Yeah,
きた
just
の
circumvented the world. What about it?
わざわざあんなことしなくても僕だけ引っ張っていけばよかったんじゃ。
まあ。でもお前、あいつ嫌いだろ？
なんで？
なんとなく。あ、違う。
I mean, you were staring at him pretty intently. You're about to go X-Men on him.
いつまでも家の前いてほしくねえだろ。とりあえず、あっち行こうぜ。
I figure next time we see the opening, anybody who has like hair like that, the emo hairdo in the opening must be him.
よく動くね。
Definitely love the way, like, they're imparting motion to the whole thing right here. Very fun.
楽しい。
形を変えるのに元の人間の質量は関係ないのか。どちらにしろ私の術式とは相性が悪い。
一度改造された人間はまず助からん。襲われたら迷わず
Can't
殺す。
tell if she's just like real tired or is she wearing makeup.
I think that's actually makeup.
ああ、ごめん。いっぱい練習したからさ。大きさ変えてもすぐ死ぬことはないけど、脳？意識？の方はまだ精度悪くてさ。そうやって魂の汗がにじみ出ることがあるんだ。気にせず続けよう。
気にしてなんかいません。仕事に市場は持ち込まない主義なので。
Personal feelings only after 6 o'clock.
魂が揺らいでいるよ。あんた何級？
一級。
強いわけだ。
This is like
実験体としては
all of the
ベスト。
tomorrows type shit.
俺は運がいいね。感謝するよ。
Oh, he lost pretty fast, suddenly.
To be fair, if he was Scar, this man would be dead right
急
now.
にスピードが上がってびっくりした。自分の魂の形だって
Oh, he's the Chimera guy from My Hero Academia.
魂を守ることはしてきてない。
The word throws me every time I try to say it for the first
第一に己の
time.
魂を知覚する。これができなきゃ
We're gonna have to get Deku in on this one.
でも多少は無意識に魂を呪力で覆っているようだね。
Nah, I'd rather get
そうで
Overhaul
な
in.
きゃあんたは今頃俺の手駒さ。
Overhaul would defeat this
ま
universe.
ああと2、3回触れて人間やめさせてあげる。逃がさないよ。
It's 6 o'clock! Run to the line.
Can't do overtime, will get fired.
Oh, I didn't think the light would be some sort of big aquifer.
よく逃げ回ったけど、いろいろと限界でしょ。
残念ですが。
Oh, time for his zone room thing?
重力が増えていく。
ここからは時間外労働です。
Ah, there you go.
Oh,
Villain's fucked
wow,
up.
this is gonna be a whole episode, multi-episode fight now.
Hell yeah. I'm actually sad we didn't get more Junpei there, actually. We just kind of built up Yuji just setting up the talk. Well, we got more fights, so I'm happy.
Well, it's either he's doing another power or we're going into his room type thing, whatever that's called. Zone,
Domain.
whatever. They're all the fucking same.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever show that we're in. Exactly. I still think the kid that controls games had the best one. Make up the rules as he went.
Mm-hmm. I'm just giggling at salaryman based powers, like, yes, overtime, I must clock out at any cost.
That's not the basis of his power. What are you...
I know, I'm just giggling at it
Salaryman-based
anyway.
powers, like butcher knife.
Yeah. What, do you not? Do you not have a butcher knife when you go to work?
When I go to work?
Is that just me?
When I go
No?
to... If I
Okay.
have a butcher knife when I go to work, that's a crime. Crime is about to happen.
Possession
It's
isn't the crime.
9/10 of the law.
You're thinking of a different aspect of the law. That'd be for civil cases.
Not so sure.
What do we got today?
Assassination Classroom by the background of it.
おかしいな。ここに置いておいたんだけど。あ、パンダ先輩、私の学ラン知らない？
Fat man in a little coat.
どこ行っちゃったのかな。
I love the murderous intent.
カートもねえんだぞ。それは超えちゃいけねえ一線だろ。
高菜。
ゴミどもが。
絵面やば。
What the hell's happening?
Absolutely nobody at this school has any boundaries.
こんばんは。釘崎野原でーす。
Officially the weirdest people on the planet.
Well, I mean, Maki's showing up to the fight next episode, which means it's overflowing.
Oh yeah. I guess the fact that our first grade sorcerer is keeping alive long enough, you can actually get reinforcements in here. So,
Well,
is it going to destroy half the city or what?
My character so far has shown up in 1 episode out of 11. If this
Well-
was any normal seasonal anime, I'd have 1 more episode maybe to show up.
Just think about it like this, Theta. The less he shows up, the less likely he is to suddenly die, like all the rest of your favorite characters.
I don't care. I want screen time. I know my favorite characters die. It's what they do. Just waiting for Paul to die.
Ah, there you go. So, I feel I'm definitely 100% not qualified to talk about, like, the linguistics of wordplay from Japanese to other languages that aren't English. I definitely have no way to add commentary to that. That's just way outside.
Like I said, the moment he said it, I said he was wrong. I said a thing. The other character in the room said exactly the same thing that I said. So,
Fair. But I guess the other half of it was solving, like, the mind-body-soul dilemma. It's like, well, where does it reside? You know, is your soul separate from your body and stuff like
no,
that?
they
And this
weren't
guy
even
just...
they weren't even entering into that because the mind-body-soul dilemma is your consciousness your soul sort of thing,
Mhm.
and he was like, is your heart your soul? So he was entering in a completely different realm to that debate.
I feel we're really parallel to it, was
Well, no,
my read.
Sorry. When that debate is typically is your brain, your consciousness, is your brain, your soul. So
Mhm.
that's typically revolving. The only physical part in that whole thing is your brain. And is your consciousness your soul? Is your brain you? That whole thing. He's saying,
But here we're in
he's saying your heart. Well, no, he's saying your heart. So he's not even entering into... Consciousness is not part of his thing that he's arguing. Your brain isn't part of the thing he's arguing. He's just saying, does your soul reside in your heart or what?
Mhm.
And the answer is no. Your body is literally tempered by your soul, so your soul came... I'm getting it backwards now, I think. Your body is shaped by your soul, but didn't he say your body comes first?
The soul comes first, and the body takes the shape of the soul, is what he said.
Right, so what
because
I
his
said...
power is literally
It's
that.
what I said, but I just got the last part backwards, because
There you
as
go.
the commenters will probably point at some point, I talked all over it.
Yeah, I guess it's like something to put a pin on too, because like our bad guys here like are all obviously like highly philosophically minded in some way, or at least they have an ideology in there that is important to their motivation, right?
I'm
They wouldn't
totally,
spend so much time talking about it if it didn't matter to them,
I'm
right?
totally gonna figure out the soundboard to do some sort of. That's the sound that we need now. Is Pee Wee
Oh, yeah.
Herman word of the day? So when you say, "We're gonna put a pin on it," I'm gonna hit a soundboard cue. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. It's something to keep an eye on, I think, though. But other than that, I enjoyed the fight. The fight animation was good. We had a couple of like little emotional beats to it, and Nanaki here is he's still an interesting character. I'm still enjoying my time with him. He's showing off a little bit more too, which is good.
We're like in middle season, so we're getting
Yeah.
the meat of whatever the situation is. So we're like, that's why I feel like we're doing multiple parts now. Instead of focusing on one story and then coming back to the other, we're doing the shonen thing of jumping around constantly.
Yeah, we're also like doing the shonen thing of like this is an individual arc where they're doing a mission or something, and then once that mission ends, we end up into the next arc kind of deal. So it's like slightly less continuity, but also a little bit of it. I don't know. It's hard to describe what I'm thinking here. But I think I've gone ahead and gone over all my thoughts. Stated. What
That's
about
it for
you?
me.
Okay then. In that case, let's just go ahead and wrap it up for the day. This has been Stoneface Reactions, everybody. I'm Griffin. That's Theta. We'll catch you next time. See you around. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?